It is a railroad that's been out of existence for more than 100 years.
But as Chad Tucker shows us, some of Roy's folks are working to save its important history.
This was the actual spring itself.
Tom Perry has a nose for history.
It smells like rotten eggs if you go down in there.
This old sulfur spring is just a few miles outside of Mount Airy, along the Ararat River. The water was thought to have medicinal value. That's why this is also the site of the Grand White Sulphur Springs Hotel.
I'm standing right in the middle of the hotel. The hotel would have sat right on top of us right here. The front porch in the back, and these pillars hold up the front porch of it, I believe. If you look really close at the pictures, you can see the pillars underneath.
Tom has written many books about this area, which lies between Surry County, North Carolina, and Patrick County, Virginia.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by history, especially history that goes back and forth across the state line.
As a matter of fact, one of his books is about a railroad that carried cargo and people back and forth across the state line.
So I had heard growing up people talk about this railroad.
In 1899, the railroad was built to haul timber from the Kibler Valley in Virginia to the sawmills of Mount Airy.
But what it became was a way for people to go back and forth along it to the White Sulphur Springs, became a way the mail was delivered. And people would go all the way up to Kibler Valley. They actually took a circus one time to Kibler Valley on that train.
The railroad is also the reason for the Danube Presbyterian Church building.
The railroad supplied the raw materials, the wood, and I think maybe some of the labor to build the church.
It stopped operation in 1918. Tom and his friends often wondered if there was any of it left.
And during the winter, we'd go out when the leaves were down and the snakes were in. We'd start walking what we thought was a path, and we found almost the entire 19 and a half miles of it.
They didn't just find the railroad bed. They actually found some of the rail.
And we brought this little piece up here and rebuilt it a few months after he found it.
Who knows what little bit of history Tom Perry will track down next. But for the Dinky Railroad, this really is the end of the line. In Patrick County, Virginia, looking for Roy's folks. Chad Tucker, Fox8 News.
You'll find Tom Perry's books at many of the shops on Main Street in Mount Airy. You can also find his books on websites like Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
It'd be cool to be an explorer. You think everything's been found, and all of a sudden, it hasn't.
Right. Yeah, there's something about the energy of the past. People who have touched that rail line, who have ridden that rail line, to be able to touch it and put your hands on it. It's
That's
just
very true. Very true.
And you gotta love people like Tom Perry, the historians who, put it all in perspective and bring it to us to keep that history alive.
so cool.
Yeah.